What is going on, guys and girls? Welcome back to TV and Me. I'm of course Kevin, and it's time again for the Walking Dead weekend.
We need food. We came all this way, we're gonna get it.
I will talk to him. Circumstances change. We're doing well now, and you will next. I will make him understand that.
With them having weapons, why don't they offer protection? So like if they get into trouble, they can come over and help.
They're back.
What happened to everybody else? Where's Tim, Marcia?
They're dead. Negan?
Yeah.
Negan.
We had a deal.
You said it wasn't enough. Was the drop light? No.
They still have Craig.
Said they keep him alive. If I deliver a message to you.
So tell me.
Sorry.
Get off of me! I have to! Hey! Stay back! Anybody who tries to stop me's killing my brother!
You're gonna strangle him before someone stabs you? I don't think so, mate. Oh, he's got a fucking knife.
What?
Stop it now!
I don't think I will.
Everyone! This is over! It's over. Ethan was our friend. But let's not pretend he was anything more than a coward who attacked us. And these people stopped him. Put the gun away. You've done enough. You need to know that things aren't as simple as they might seem.
Well, I guess Negan was blackmailing the town. It just wasn't going to be Alexandria, like I thought that Jesus was working for him. Seems like Negan is blackmailing this town.
You good?
Yeah. I'm better than all right.
Oh, fuck his chain.
We heard the name Negan. A while back, Daryl and Abraham had a run-in with his men. Who is he?
Negan's the head of a group of people he calls the Saviors. As soon as the walls were built, the Saviors showed up. They met with Gregory on behalf of their boss. He made a lot of demands, even more threats. And they killed one of us, Rory. He was 16 years old. They beat him to death, right in front of us. Gregory's not exactly good at confrontation. He's not the leader I would have chosen, but he helped make this place what it is, and the people like him.
You made the deal.
Half of everything.
And what do you get in return?
They don't attack this place. They don't kill us.
Why not just kill them?
Most of the people here don't even know how to fight, even if we had ammo.
Well, how many people does Negan have?
We don't know. We've seen groups as big as 20.
These dicks just got a good story. Boogeyman, he ain't shit.
Well, how do you know?
A month ago, we took this guy's out PDQ. Left him in pieces and puddles.
If we go get your man back, kill Negan, take out his boys, will you hook us up? We want food, medicine, and one of them cows.
Confrontation's never been something we've had trouble with.
I'll take it to Gregory.
This is the trade.
It's gonna cost us something.
Gregory's up. He wants to talk. Sorry in advance. Gregory can be a real prick.
I know. Jesus told you about our offer?
He did? Makes you think you can do what we haven't done.
We've handled people like Negan.
Yeah?
They're dead. We can get your man back. You give us supplies. We'll save Craig and take care of Negan and the Saviors permanently.
I'm sorry. I find this whole conversation pretty funny. I mean, you balked when I proposed that your people work for our supplies, but now, isn't that exactly what's happening here?
Yes. We need food. You have it. We're willing to work for it.
Then I'll get supplies for your people.
Good.
I'll talk to Jesus and he'll make the arrangements.
Half.
Excuse me?
Half of what you have. Negan's expecting more supplies from this place. And more and more. And if it keeps going like that, pretty soon you won't have anything left. What happens then, right now, or the deal's off? You see? I have leverage.
Congratulations. You have yourself a deal. You want anything else? Kidney, maybe?
Not that. But I do want something.
What?
Jesus said you've been taking supplies to Negan since the beginning. We're gonna get Craig back.
How?
We need to know what you know about Negan's compound. We need your help. We need you to come.
Yeah. Okay. Got room for one more, right? We were talking about righting the world here. Plus, you still have my knives.
Are you up for this?
It's gonna be a fight.
We'll win. We have to.
We'll win.
Oh shit. So there we have it, episode 11, and I have to start off this review by saying I absolutely love this episode. I'm not too sure why I love it so much. It might be the fact actually that we've finally seen somewhere else thriving. I mean, I was always of the mind that there was only Alexandria, and beyond those walls were just mayhem and misery and people, you know, living in small camps trying to survive. But seeing another place that is flourishing, look like they've got blacksmiths, they got farms, they seem like decent people. I'm just happy that we've finally seen another group that is like Rick's group, like the Alexandrians. It's somebody who has good in their hearts and they're just trying to make a life, and I really enjoyed that. Of course, all that happiness, though, is being soured by this Negan character. Now, we learnt a bit more about him in this episode, and I actually have to say, I was hitting around the right ballpark last episode in my review, talking about a town being blackmailed by this Negan character. It just so happens I accused the wrong person. I accused the victim. I accused Jesus. And, you know, it's the right motive. You know, Negan's motive is to blackmail, but I was just at the wrong place. And I think that was mainly because I didn't expect there, like I said just previously, I didn't expect there to be another settlement like Alexandria, somewhere full of nice people just trying to survive. And there is, and Jesus is, you know, a good guy. He is a good guy, and I feel bad for, you know, being so suspicious of him, but I feel like the writers do that to us. They make us suspicious of every person, of every moment, of every door opening, of every, you know, look from someone else to another character. But ultimately, they prove to be good people, and they are the victims of Negan. You know, he's blackmailing them for half of their stuff. I can't remember if they said how often he does it. I suspect it's something like every month or something, where, you know, he comes, and if they don't pay up the right amount, then obviously their people get killed, which I don't understand why he would do that. I mean, I suppose he has to kill a certain amount of people to, you know, let them know there is a threat, and if they resist, then this will happen. But surely if he keeps killing people, then eventually you'll just destroy your farm pretty much, because this new town is pretty much Negan's farm. That's what it sounds like, and he gets his food and stuff from there. Luckily for the people of this new town, though, it just so happens at the right time, Rick and his group came across them, and they witnessed firsthand the viciousness of this Negan character, because this Negan managed to turn their own people against them. You know, these people that came back to the camp were actually part of this camp, and they stabbed their leader because Negan told them to. So, you know, it just goes to show the viciousness of this man. I've not met him yet, so I'll have to do a full breakdown and look at him and see who he is when I do eventually meet him. But from what I've learned so far, he's not a character that you want to mess with, and he's a character that apparently, actually, I think in this episode, this was it Jesus or Gregory told the group that when they first stumbled across him, he killed a 16-year-old boy with his bare hands. He beat him to death. So if that doesn't show how vicious he is and how nasty he is, then I don't know what does. I have to say, though, I'm not the biggest fan of the leader of this new place, Gregory. He comes across as quite pompous, but I have to give him his props. He's built this place. It's still standing. There's people living there. They've got livestock. They've got food. So he's obviously doing something right. It's just that even though he seems like he's doing things right, then he also came across as a really good negotiator in this episode. I feel like beyond the negotiating, when, you know, you're having to deal with violent people, humans that, you know, just won't play by the rules, then he's out of his league. You know, he's in deep water and he can't deal with that situation. So, like I say, I guess Rick and that stumbled across him at the right time. They've obviously worked out some sort of deal now. They get half of everything due to Maggie's great negotiating as well. You know, she got what they wanted. And they're going to have to deal with Negan. I've got a nagging feeling. I always say this, but I know I'm suspicious of everything, like I say. But I've got a nagging feeling this character that is familiar with Negan, who goes to his camp, who has now come with Rick, I feel like when they get to the camp, he's going to somehow rat them out because he's scared of this Negan character. It's obvious he is scared of Negan, because when he got back to the camp, he was willing to kill his leader. He was willing to be part of that. And, you know, it was obviously part of the plan. And also, he wants to get his friend back that Negan is holding. So maybe he sees Rick and that as a threat, and they don't stand a chance against Negan. So he's going to rat him out so he gets his friend back, which would just be devastating if that happens, because we know if they do get ratted out, they get ambushed, then, like the people always do in The Walking Dead, somebody's going to die for that. I could be completely wrong, though, and it could all go to plan, and they could take out this Negan character, but the way he's been built up, you know, we've seen little name drops here and there, we've not actually seen the man yet. I feel like there's a lot more to come from him, especially since I know this Negan character is in Season 7 as well, like I say. So obviously, things aren't going to go to plan straight away, whether they work out some sort of deal with Rick, Negan's characters, whether Negan gets the better of Rick and his group, or Rick and the group gets the better of Negan, takes over his camp, and then he splits off, goes somewhere else, and then comes back to Rick after, you know, Rick's devastated his camp. I don't know. But I feel like Rick is going to meet a character which is just as strong, just as threatening, just as much of a survivor as he is. Moving away from that, though, let's have a bit of positivity in this review. It was great this episode seeing Maggie and Glenn finally get like a scan of their baby, having that moment of happiness. And also, you know, I'm a bit I'm a bit confused as to what Abraham's intentions are at the moment. It seems like he's in some sort of love triangle. He cares for Rosita, he likes Rosita, yet he likes Sasha, but at the same time he's asking about Glenn's baby and stuff. So is he looking to start a family again? And is he trying to pick the best person to have a family with out of Rosita and Sasha? Is that what he's doing in his own head? You know, trying to internalise it all? I don't know. I found his motives, like I say, really confusing this episode. So if you want to clear that up for me, that would be really appreciated. Staying in the happy mood as well, I've got to say it was also really cool this episode seeing Carl actually be okay with Rick and Michonne. I said that there was sort of that moment between Carl and Michonne last episode where it seemed as though he was indirectly given his permission without him actually knowing it himself. And it appears I was right. It seems like Carl is okay with it, which I'm happy about. And it's also good to see Michonne and Carl and the rest of the group actually being okay with it. But Rick and Michonne having those little moments, like when they were in the van and they were holding hands. And just those little moments where you can sense that they are happy and all might be right in the world going forward. But it is The Walking Dead, like I always say. And I always hope for the best, but I expect the worst. But let's leave that there. Like I say, I really enjoyed this episode. Just seeing another camp full of good people. People trying to survive. People thriving, you know, with farms and families. And a doctor. It's good to see there are more good people in this world. Not just bad people. And I hope there's more groups like that we will eventually meet in this series. Because even though I enjoy the bad characters, I enjoy watching them and, you know, seeing what they do, I also enjoy seeing good people thrive as well and good people getting the better of the bad. Hopefully going forward we see more of that, but thank you for watching, guys and girls. I really appreciate it, and until the next episode, bye bye. Thank you for watching The Walking Dead Weekend with me. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up because it helps me and it helps the channel grow. Also, if you've got any thoughts or theories about the episode, remember you can leave them in the comments section below. But please, no spoilers. If you'd like to support me even more than you do now, you can find me on Patreon, where for as little as $1 a month you can take part in Patreon polls or even get early access to my videos. And finally, if you want to keep up to date with the channel, you can find me on Twitter at TVandMeReacts, or you can subscribe.